It was perfect autumn weather in France in August 2000 to visit the delightful little village of Livorno to see how the people of southern France lived in the year 1900. The early morning mists were rising from the valley below our Val village at AN as we headed south for the border. This visit is really special. We are now at the remarkable village of Livorno, set up to show the way of life in Périgord 100 years ago.
My name is Sandrine, and I will be your guide during 1 hour, half an hour. It depends on you. So here we're going to see the way of life of the beginning of the 20th century in the Périgord, and we're going to meet some craftsmen whose works were well known at the beginning of the century, but less nowadays. And I hope you will enjoy.
Merci.
So the school at the beginning of this century, it is compulsory from 6 to 11, and there is, in general, there is a room for girls, the girls on one side and the boys on the other side. So they all get a black overhaul. It's a question of equality.
France had a very large empire in 1900.
Children to count, to read, with they write with purple ink. To count, they use abacus, and they've got the Dunes cap. They go back home with it. And they go back home on foot. So everyone knows, and parents are very angry because it's the start of the compulsory school. So if they don't learn anything at school, they are obliged to go to school, even if they do nothing. I came at school with a piece of food. In general, they ate.
Moral for Monday, the 14th of June 1900. One must always respect those around us.
Boys, only boys, should learn to learn the shape.
This is a typical storage barn on a farm at the turn of the century. All the farm workers gathered in the barn. The cows are right next door, tethered, and of course there's something going on up in the hayloft. Work it out for yourself.
That's not single ply, isn't it?
No, you mean ça. La bobine est indépendante.
Yes, put them together.
Au filet. On tient tendu.
Yeah, that's what
Bloqué.
that's what
La bobine.
Yes,
Le fil passe là. Chaque fois que ça tourne, ça torsade le fil. jusque-là. Je prépare et ça monte. Elle prend son carton, elle dit si ce qu'elle cherche il est bien, si ça vaut la peine de monter. Hein? Donc, oui. Ah mais il y a autre chose. Ah il y a autre chose. Attendez, il y a autre chose. Alors, pour les mamans, on met de la lavande et on accroche ça à la clé de l'armoire. Et le soir, quand la dame est malade, qu'elle a mal à la tête, elle tourne de ce côté, on ne lui demande rien pour dormir. Le soir.
Oui, le soir.
Quand elle va dormir. Oui. Elle tourne la chaussette de ce côté, parce qu'elle a mal à la tête, elle veut être tranquille.
Oh, d'accord. It's a little bit like you put something on the outside of your room to say that you're sick, and you turn it around, turn the key.
Alors
turn
le
the key
monsieur n'a rien à demander.
and the gentleman then doesn't come in to disturb you because so I think we should all have one of these. C'est très sage.
C'était sans fleurs. On ne dit pas avec des fleurs. D'habitude, quand on aime, on dit avec des fleurs.
Oh, and perhaps you might get some flowers as well.
Il n'y en a pas le soir. Pour le grand-père, il met sa pipe dedans. Elle est au propre. Et il la voit, elle est pendue au mur à côté de son fauteuil. Et il prend sa pipe et elle est propre.
Oh, okay, so also the grandfather can put his pipe in it and then it's all beautifully clean and he puts it on his armchair and there you go. So it has a multitude of uses. We, everybody in the family has the little bit that I didn't get to translate for you is that the grandmother often puts perhaps the key of the chest or some money for the grandchildren in there, so it's a sort of a way, I guess, of bringing things on. C'est très sage.
Bien sûr. Alors ça, j'avais les cheveux blancs, il faut être sage.
She says it's only when we get white hair that we get wise. Merci, madame.
C'est du bois très dur là, c'est du buis.
No, I think like you had
Du buis, c'est vraiment du buis.
the top would be spinning and then you'd try and mark it with your top.
Ça c'est le moteur.
And then you used to try and with your
Economy
own
of
top
energy,
try and
and it don't, the motor is a piece of string.
do they have
Tu guides pas? Tu pas guide?
He does a horseshoe.
yeah, carrier.
Mass production. They would have to match it to the track. Yeah, they would have to somehow.
An old steam locomotive manufactured by Merlin and Company in Vierzon in about 1850. This is the old Perigord farmhouse of 1883.
And to save water, they use this. It's a small watering can. It's for drinking and for washing hands.
It has a side water.
They can sing, they can tell stories, break walnuts, make baskets, and to light they use this oil lamp. It works with walnut oil, but in certain regions it works with pork oil and it smokes. And it does smoke.
Does the walnut smoke?
No. So there is one room, one bed for the parents, one for the children. It's a lot of children in one bed like this. So the eldest go in the barn to sleep because there are always the animals, so it's warm. To warm the bed, we use a monk. It's called a monk because the young monk used to warm the bishop's bed before he goes to sleep. And it's the name of this.
Why is it shaped like that? Where do you put the...
In the bed. With and here you put a foot warmer.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So the dry are dry. The sheets are dry and warm.
Keeps the sheets up.
Oh yes, works.
Here it's a little ironing
board.
for
sleeves and
sleeves, lace. There is always the photo of grandparents. Yeah, a crucifix. And the beds are quite small. It's 100 years ago, so they're not so short. And they slept or in fetal position because they were afraid to die if they slept full length.
I want to be carried off of one of these.
These are lovely. Thank you very much. It's a lovely funeral card. And it's got nice fun I wouldn't want.
First time I did the first part, the second time I got it.
Oh, mine needed this later on.
First time.
So merveilleuse. Merci. Au revoir. Au revoir.
Oh, they come in the old days.
1,100 degrees Celsius.
Il vous donne les 3 biscuits blancs là-haut, 3 pièces mat. Donc, cet après-midi, blanc, je le décore à la main de Vic.
Merci bien, madame.
Au revoir.
C'est la toupie avec laquelle les enfants jouaient dans les cours d'école autrefois. Et donc dans le Périgord, on appelait ça la périnquette ou le bond du faux, ou la bauduche. Donc vous voyez, ça tourne, pour un tourneur, vous voyez, ça tourne. Alors les enfants étaient très doués avec ce jeu de toupie. En fait, ils prenaient une ficelle à 1 bon mètre, ils amordaient à la queue, passaient sous la pointe, ils remontaient tout autour, ils lançaient et la toupie tournait. Donc certains préfets de région avaient interdit le jeu dans les cours d'école, parce que quelquefois les enfants se les mettaient sur la tête ou cassaient les carreaux de l'école. Alors une toupie comme celle-ci, elle coûte 30 francs. Si elle avait été faite en buis, ça c'est du buis, eh bien elle coûterait 70-80 francs. Le buis est plus rare et plus cher. Mais pour avoir un buis de ce diamètre-là, il faut une centaine d'années. C'est un des seuls bois qui va se travailler en ronda. Spinning top. Alors l'intérêt de faire la toupie ancienne, c'est que c'est une pièce ancienne qu'on utilise dans le commerce et qui dépareille bien mais des tourneurs. C'est pas Taïwan, c'est pas tournage automatique. Là c'est de l'artisanat. Made in Périgord. Elle dort. Ah.
Et le tour, il tourne à quoi là?
À l'huile de
Non, pas de coude.
À l'huile de pied normalement. Je vais vous donner une petite explication.
With the shavings.
Another vanished craft, hoop making. For barrels, or maybe for children's play.
You've had a holiday house. I'm amazed at the number of New Zealanders that party, but I thought you might have one of those little huts that they have. Primitive.
It just works from September to March because it must work. It must work.
Faut prendre une photo.
Wash day. I guess this is the washing machine, but the hard way.
Ça s'appelle la selle. Et le battoir.
The low doorway shows how short in stature people were back in 1900. Then the cafe provided everything. A shave today for a penny, tomorrow it's free. In the cafe, things seemed to be a bit quiet. It certainly wasn't rush hour, but apparently things hotted up quite a bit when they had a wedding in those days.
So the wedding lasted 3 or 4 days. So that is the neighbor who does who serve the meal, the different meals. Thank you. Thank you. You've got question? And it's very pretty.
In Périgord, they simply had to sell pâté de foie gras on the way out.
Enjoy your holidays.
It had been a fascinating visit, but now it's time to head back to overnight at our Val village at AM.